Okay, hopefully you can hear me. I'm new at this, and I bought a new microphone. And for the first time, I'm trying to do this both on YouTube and Substack at the same time using two different mics and two different computers. So hopefully it works. I think I just saw, yeah, it looks like the mic's picking up. But if you happen to see this and have any feedback about the audio level, let me know and I'll keep working to try and improve it. Let me try tuning my guitar real quick. For anyone that's new to learning guitar, this super snark is pretty cool. You can recharge it, and you just clamp it on the end. Clamp it on the end. Let's see. I always forget to click on the screen so that it'll let me use my foot pedal. Now let's see if it works. Yeah. So the three songs I'm going to try and look at tonight are. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry about that. Three songs I'm going to look at tonight are Stuck on You by Lionel Richie, Against All Odds by Phil Collins, and if I don't run out of time, I have one by Carly Simon. I think it's called Coming Around Again. We'll see how far I get. I'm going to check periodically to make sure this one's still working. It looks like. Okay, it says it is. Sorry about that. It looked like the camera turned off there for a second. No, okay, it says it's on. Let's see. But I don't see a camera. Sorry about this. This is my first time doing this on this one. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Well, hopefully it's working. Let's see. At least it's working here. If the other one doesn't work, I can download it and upload it. So I'm going to start with, sorry about that. I'm going to start with Stuck on You. So it's in the key of F, I believe. It starts with the F anyway. So and there's a couple of different F versions you can do. They're showing this one. You take your first finger on the bottom two strings on the first fret, your index finger, your second finger on the third string from the bottom on the second fret, and your ring finger on the third fret, third string from the top, and you leave out the top two strings. Then they show the next chord they show is A minor. A minor, you use the very end of your index finger and press down the next to bottom string on the first fret. And on the second fret, you use your second and third finger, ring finger, to press down on the third and fourth strings from the top. And you play the next to top string open and the bottom string open. Okay. Then let's see. The next one is B flat. So B would be here, where you're barring every string, excluding the top one on the second fret. Technically, you're supposed to use 3 fingers on the fourth fret to fret, and you'll hear people say to fret or fret. What they're saying is pressing down at that location on the fret. So normally you would use your second, third, and your second finger, your ring finger, and your pinky there, and then do it like that. But I always struggle with that, so I cheat a little and I just bar that part as well and just try to lift up near the bottom so I don't catch that extra string at the bottom. Because for that part, you want to leave out the top 2 strings, you want to leave out the top string completely. You want to leave the next to top string open on the fourth fret, and you want to leave the bottom string open on the fourth fret, and then so you play every string but the top one. And then they have 3 versions of C back to back, or 3 cases of C. The first one is your normal C. So the end of your index finger on the next to bottom string on the first fret, your second finger on the second fret, third string from the top, and your ring finger, third fret, second string from the top. Play every string except the top one. They're then showing what they're calling a C11, which I'll have to look up, to be honest, with why it's called 11. But anyway, the shape they're showing is third fret using a single finger. I'm assuming the index finger. They're showing to bar every note except the top string, and you exclude the top string, you leave it out basically. And then go back to that C we just played. Okay, then the chords start to repeat. So F again, the first one we did. Leave out the top 2 strings. A minor, leave out the top string. B flat. I forgot to mention flat means you come down 1 fret. So B would be here starting at the second fret. Flat, you shift down and start at the first fret. Leave out the top fret. And then here they don't play the 3 cases of C, they just play the first version of C. Okay. And then on the next line down, starting at the first measure there, they start with the F, and that's where the lyrics start. So they have F. Let's see, F is stuck. And then C. Got this. B flat. C. That was F just there. Guess I'm on my way. And then they have A minor 7. It's just like the A minor we were playing, but you pick up your ring finger. Guess I'm on my way. B flat. C. F. A minor 7. And B this song, A minor 7. E flat, C, mighty majesty, F, A minor 7. And then B flat. Then they show C7, which is like C, but you put your pinky on the 3rd fret, 4th string from the top. And then F again. A minor 7. E flat. I like to listen to the recorded song to match what this is. Of course, the recorded song is going to have a lot of instruments going on. They're only showing the guitar chords, so they probably adjusted it. Then we're getting ready to go. This is where we go back and start over for the second verse, and they're going to play a C7 here before we go back. Let me find where I go back to. Okay. And they go back to F again. Stuck on you, C. And a full B flat. Guess it's C. Time to come on. F. Guess I'm on A minor 7. B flat. C. F. So hard to see. A minor 7. Better woman. B flat. Go wait around. C. Yes, I'm on A minor 7. B flat. C. Mighty majesty. F. A minor 7. B flat. C7. F. A minor 7. B flat. And on the second time they do C7 again, but they keep going forward in the sheet music. E flat. Oh, I'm leaving. C. On that midnight F train. This is a new one, F/E. So 1st fret, bottom 2 strings with your index finger. 2nd fret, 3rd and 4th string from the top. I would use my 2nd and 3rd fingers. Midnight train tomorrow. D minor 7. I can't remember if we did that already. It's the first 2 on the bottom and then the 1st string. B flat. And I know. C. Just where I go. And then F. Go. C. D minor. D minor. Easiest way to do it, start with your ring finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string from the bottom. Then put your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string from the bottom, and your index finger on the 1st fret, bottom string. Go. B flat. Packed up my troubles. C. And F. C. Which is just C, but you don't put down the top note with your ring finger to the note. D minor again. C. D minor. This is D minor add 9. So this is 2nd fret, 3rd string from the bottom, and I'm going to use my index finger for that. Try to anyway. And then third fret, second finger on the third string from the top, ring finger on the second string from the bottom. That's D minor, add 9. And then back to D minor, C, D minor. Cause this time, E minor, flat. Little darling, I'm coming home to stay. See? Okay, I gotta go back. Gotta find the coda. Let's see. Where is it? Sorry, I just want to make sure I find the right spot. So I'm close to being done. I think we're almost to the end. Well, I'll stop there for tonight. I'll listen to the song so I can figure out where it jumps to. Those little coda symbols get me sometimes because I lose track of which one I'm supposed to jump to. There's 2 different types. So I'll stop there on this one tonight. Let's see. The next song I was going to look at was, I think it was Against All Odds. Let me see if I have that one already open. Yep. Hopefully it's working. Let's see. This is Against All Odds by Phil Collins. It starts D minor 7. We just saw that in the last song. First 2 strings with your index finger on the first fret. Second finger on the third string on the bottom. Play everything but the top 2 strings. They show one called G sus, S-U-S, which means suspended. They're showing it this way, barring the entire third fret. I'm going to try using my index finger. And then they're showing, it's basically like a F, but it's been shifted up. They're showing on the 5th fret, the 30 strings closest to the top, starting with this second from top string, and play everything. And then the standard G, which is second finger on the top string on the 3rd fret, index finger on the second string from the top on the 2nd fret, and your ring finger on the bottom string on the 3rd fret. And then back to D minor 7. And then G, again, the standard one. And then they show A7 sus, which again, sus means suspended. Let me see, this is tricky. So it's showing on the 2nd fret, the 3rd and 4th strings from the top, and it's showing them barred. So I think I'm supposed to use the end of my index finger. And then they're showing the bottom 2 strings on the 3rd fret. And I think I'm supposed to use my ring finger for that just because it's easy. And then they're playing everything but the top string. And then A minor 7, which we saw a minute ago. It's just A minor, but you pick up your ring finger. B minor 7. So you bar it just like as if you were going to do a B. You put your second finger on the next to bottom string right behind that bar on the 3rd fret. And then you grab the 3rd string from the top on the 4th fret. And I'm going to try doing it with my ring finger, and you leave out the top string. Then they show C add 2. So This is a new one for me. So let's see. It's first fret, second string from the bottom. I'll use my index finger for that. And then I think it's showing the third fret, second string from the top. Everything but the top string. Then D minor 7, which we've seen, but it shows it with they have D minor 7 add 4, which means they're adding the fourth note in that scale. Okay, it shows it starting on the third fret at the bottom, so the bottom string on the third fret. 2 frets up from that, which would be the 5th fret, they're showing next to the top string, third string from the bottom, or 2 strings down from the last one I mentioned. And then at the next to bottom string on the 5th fret. No, I mean on the 6th. Oh wait. Oh, okay. I made a mistake. Let me try again. So bottom string on the 3rd fret, but then you don't do it on the 4th fret. I misread it. You don't do the next 2 on the 4th fret. You do the next 2 on the 5th fret. So I said the positions right. I just got the 4th and 5th frets mixed up. And then the pinky would go on the next to bottom string on the 6th fret. You have to reach just a little for this. And then you leave out the top string, and the 3rd string from the top gets muted by your finger. And then D minor 7, which we've already talked about. They have one called F add D. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. 1 second. They have one called F add 2. So 1st fret, 2nd string from the bottom with the 1st finger. 2nd fret, 3rd string from the bottom. No, wait. Let me back up. The 1st fret, 2nd string from the bottom. 2nd fret, 3rd string from the bottom. 4th fret, 4th string from the bottom. You just start with your 1st finger and then 2nd finger and 3rd ring finger. And then on that same 3rd fret, you grab the bottom string with your pinky and you leave out the top 2 strings. That's F add 2. In case I forgot to mention that, I'm getting this sheet music from musicnotes.com, the last one too. And then the standard F chord, which is you bar the entire 1st fret. You grab on the 2nd fret, you grab the 3rd string from the bottom with your 2nd finger. And on the 3rd fret, you grab the 2nd and 3rd strings from the top using your ring and index finger. Ring and pinky finger. And you play the entire set of strings. Then they show G/F, which is on the 3rd fret, and all you do is play the 3rd from the top string, which I'm going to try playing it with my 2nd finger, and also on the 3rd fret, the bottom string, which I'm going to try playing with my pinky, and you leave out the top 2 strings based on what they're showing. Next is E minor 7, which is 2nd fret, 2nd and 3rd strings from the top. I'll use my 1st and 2nd fingers. 3rd fret, 2nd string from the bottom. I'll try using my pinky. You play every string. Okay. And then A minor, which we've seen before. And then D minor 7. standard G that we saw. That A7 sus again, which I'll have to pause because this is new to me. A minor 7. B minor 7. C add 2. All of these we've done before, so I'm not describing them. D minor 7 add 4. Oh yeah, that's that weird one that I had to try twice on. D minor 7 add 4. Don't forget the second and third fingers go on the 5th fret, not the 4th one, so you skip a fret. And then you have to grab the next to bottom string. D minor 7. F add 2. F. G slash F. E minor 7. E minor. D minor 7. G sus. And then I don't think we did this one. C slash G. You just play the C, but you add the top string on the 3rd fret, which is the G. The slash means you're changing the root of that chord to a G. Then D7 slash G, same idea with the slash G part. So D7 would just be 1st fret, 2nd string from the bottom, 2nd fret, bottom string, and 3rd string from the bottom. And then on the 3rd fret, very top string, which I'm going to try grabbing with my thumb. You can do it different ways. This way I'm going to. And then A minor 7. F. The standard. D minor 7. G sus. The C slash G we just saw. And then D7 slash G we just saw. A minor 7. And F. And then it wraps up the first pass through with D minor 7. And then G sus. And standard G. And then it goes back to the beginning. Let me see, I'll go back to the beginning and try and go through it once without calling out the chords. I'll try starting at the beginning. Oh, sorry, I forgot the words started. Sorry about that. How can I just let you walk? Just let you leave without a trace. When I stand here So take a look at me now. There's just an empty space, and you coming back to me is anything else, and that's what I've got to face. That's when they go back and do the second one. I'll stop there. It took longer to get through these than I thought, so I'll stop there and look at the Carly Simon one at the first of my next video.